Hey, Hobby Club fam. Welcome back to another Sunday Hobby Hang with me, Meg, and Zach over there.
That's me.
Don't forget to do the thing, like if you're new here and stuff. We're talking freehand today. We're doing custom Ghyran objective markers. We did get some free ones from Games Workshop. We can't use them on stream because they reflect too much, so therefore this is not an ad. We are not advertising for Games Workshop. Maybe in our stream later today, when we play with some models, we'll talk.
I will say,
but today isn't an ad. This isn't an ad.
It's not an ad.
Yeah. We like GW, but this isn't an ad.
I will say that the GW ones are really good. If
this isn't an ad, we're not even showing them on stream.
If you're just a normal gamer and you're buying them, and by normal I mean you're not trying to have a YouTube channel. If you're just normal and you're getting it.
Go ahead.
If you're just normal and you're a normal gamer and you're just doing your thing,
hey, Bean, hey, Ty.
I will say that they are really good. They're nice. They're not neoprene, but which is kind of standard. But
now this is an ad because we're talking about them too much. Now it's you've got sucked into an ad. But we're doing something that has it has nothing to do with those. Yeah. We're doing something that has something to do with our stuff.
Yeah.
Our own tastes.
Our own stuff. Yeah.
So here's what it looks like. What we're doing today.
We, for a little while, even before Scourge of Ghyran, I've wanted to have objective markers that were a little more three-dimensional, meaning, tangible, not mattes, but something I could paint, something I get to match certain terrain boards. I've been wanting to do that anyway. Scourge of Ghyran kind of expedite that process because of the objectives being marked with different colors and different symbols.
Designs,
exactly. So here we have the what I've 3D printed. Meg, you said you shared this in the links?
Yes, in the description there's a link to the 3D print file that you can get for these.
Kind of awesomely for airbrushing purposes, this is actually separate, and that's to I think maybe it was Ty actually yesterday was telling me in chat that I think this is the spearhead size of objectives and that this is the AOS size of objectives. That would make sense. Spearhead's a much smaller game. And it kind of just depends whether you're measuring from the middle of the objective or the edge of the objective at 3 inches from the control zone.
Pretty handy.
Yeah, this is how AOS goes. It also made it easy for me to paint and do these as like this gold leaf vibe. Okay, so what we're going to be doing today, there are 4 colors in AOS for the new season for objectives. You've got Heartwood? No.
Here's Zach.
Oaken.
Look. They're all
Oakenbrow?
here in our very important poll that everyone should be taking.
Yeah. What's your mood right now? Oakenbrow.
It's red. Yeah.
Heartwood. We have Gnarl Root. This is one of the ones Meg will be freehanding today.
It says Heartroot, not Heartwood. Did I do it wrong?
It is. I thought it was Heartwood.
Maybe.
Yeah, Heartwood.
Well, anyway.
Heartwood, and then Winterleaf. If you're familiar with Sylvaneth, you know that these are the Sylvaneth sub-factions from 3rd edition. So that's what we've got here.
Yeah.
Meg's doing these 2 kind of cooler colors. I'll be doing these warmer ones.
So let's talk about really quickly what our process is going to be, and then we'll get to mail time because we did get mail. Ty, I saw that. Okay, so we're doing some freehand. What I did was I made some templates out of these bases or whatever the heck they are.
They're 40 millimeter bases.
Guys, this is so easy. Look.
There's another template.
Wow. Okay.
That's another template I can use, just like that.
Right.
Just like that, folks.
Great. It's magic.
It's easy.
And then I just used that to start scribbling.
Now you did that with a pencil?
I did do that with a pencil, but you can choose to do it with a marker or a pen even.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, that was a lot.
Sorry.
I should have slowed down.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, then I just went and did some sketches. So Zach pulled up some images of plants and stuff that he wanted me to use, and he's like, make this happen. So I just started sketching some stuff. Did that with pencil.
Oh crap! Did we have those? The ones I made in Figma? Can we show those? No, maybe not.
No.
Okay.
It will slow down the whole computer if we try to do that. It will blow everything up.
Maybe this computer can handle,
it
but
it's
probably better be safe than sorry.
The Mac Studio.
Yeah. Okay.
It'll be fine, but we could if you want. Here, I'll let you get that going.
Yeah, I know it's a little annoying, but I'll pull it up.
I'll
pull it up. Yeah,
I'll just talk. They have to listen to my horrible voice.
While they do, hold on.
Put on your glasses.
I have to be able to do it. Okay. Okay. Thanks, Meg.
Okay. So anyway, You're blocking everything. Anyway, so I took a few that I liked and then just darkened them, kind of just to go over the pencil. But I wanted to leave these up for you, Zach, in case you wanted to keep playing around with the designs. So I made a few extra circles.
Yeah, I think your designs are pretty close to what I had in mind.
Okay, good.
So yeah,
I didn't have to try that hard.
Yeah, it's good. Oh, spider.
Okay, so anyways, that's there. Once you have a design you're ready with, we'll go to the next step. But we have to transfer these over to the bases or the objective centers. So we'll be doing that, and then we're just gonna paint them in. Zach wanted these to be like, we wanted to paint rendered flowers and plants. So
Guys,
that's what we're gonna be doing.
Yeah,
today.
you know what? I'm gonna share them in Discord later. This is
Great.
Yeah, that's gonna be a better idea. Okay.
I think so too.
Sorry about that.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so what I'm doing right now here is, you could do you were telling me you could do tracing stuff. What I'm kind of doing is getting colors together. I'm actually going to work on I'm going to do the heartwood one first. My thinking here is I have one heartwood one to do and then 2 oaken brow ones to do. So I'm going to do heartwood first. That way I kind of get my warm up on the one off. That way these two will be more consistent with each other.
Okay.
Ideally, after I've kind of warmed up to. This is my first time using Bear Calf paints, and
look at
so
that.
I'm
Also
just
not an ad for these because
Yeah.
we bought these with our own dime.
Yeah.
So the Bear Cavalry
so
paint.
what I'm kind of doing right now is getting.
But we do like Bear Cavalry.
Yeah, what I'm kind of
But
doing.
this isn't an ad for
This
it.
isn't an ad for it. What I'm doing right now is kind of just getting like a little bit of practice on going through the motion. Oh, I don't want to highlight there. Going through the motions of kind of how I want this, where I want some highlights to be, stuff like that. That's kind of how the root's going to be. I'll probably highlight it up, but that's a little bit more. I'm going to kind of copy
Seppi.
Meg's style too. So I'm going to see how much highlighting Meg does, how much Meg does like, what's the difference between super, like if it's really blended or if it's kind of like, not blended as much, but like, the highlights are more stark.
Sure.
I'm going to kind of just, oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's the thing about Bear Cavalry paints. They get, you can reactivate them with some water.
Yeah.
Takes maybe like a day and then they stop. Okay, so I want to ask you, what is your plan to transfer these to this? Did you have one?
Oh, I'm going to hand paint it.
You're not going to trace?
No.
Okay,
I
well
wasn't gonna
then
trace.
we'll skip all that. We won't go over how that would work so people at home can see how that works.
We can do it. We can do
No,
it.
it's okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Don't worry about it.
How would we do that? Do we have the stuff for it?
We do.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We can do that.
Do you want to right now, or do you want to keep practicing while we do mail time?
Oh, yeah, let's keep practicing while I do mail time, because I can get the flowers down here.
Let's do mail time. Here's the mail time button. Do you want to sing the mail time song?
There's no mail time song.
Oh, that's from Blue's Clues. Yeah, we probably shouldn't, because they'll turn us off.
You can't copyright a performance.
Oh, cool. All right, mail time. We got mail from Rudy. If you guys want to send us mail, that's the address. We love letters, and we, presents are cool, food's cool, whatever. Unless you're sending us licorice sticks, then you can keep that. Rudy sent us a big, box of stuff. So number one, Rudy, thank you for the cam link. We need this. We need these because they're like, what is it? Fragile. They're kind of fragile the way they were initially made. Let's see.
Yeah. This is an interesting behind the scenes. Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
This is an interesting behind the scenes tech look.
Yeah. So this is what a cam link looks like. If you guys are ever going to stream or need to hook up your camera to your computer. Originally, it would go in like this, right, in the USB port. But you also have this heavy like HDMI cable hanging out.
Yeah.
So
Pulls it.
It damages it, and that's why we needed extra. But now they come with this little thing. I don't know. It's like an adapter, right?
I mean, yeah.
So now you can plug it in
exactly.
and it can just hang there.
Yeah.
So it won't ruin it. So Rudy, this is a big help. Thank you for doing that.
Well, yeah. It's also while it's an adapter, it is also a B to C.
Sure. I don't know. But the point is that it corrects the problem that we were having with them. And so we appreciate that, Rudy. That helps the studio out a lot. He also got us a Crondis.
Oh, this is a lot more fun to the average
So get
viewer.
ready
Yeah.
for a Crondis on our stream.
Yeah, that's actually
Yeah.
very exciting.
It is. It is. Thank you, Rudy. I know you guys want dragons. Okay, the last thing, it's really heavy, and it's also not like attractive or exciting to look at, so I'm not gonna pull it out. But I'm gonna tell you is a laptop stand. It takes a long time to do everything.
Yeah.
We're in the process of rearranging our studio so that the layout makes more sense. We have the more powerful computer in there with the game streams and stuff. But that takes some time. So
Because we run more cameras, really, is the big reason. Yeah.
Right. So we wanted a laptop stand here in case we spill water. It won't get on the laptop. So we're going to keep the laptop raised. So thank you, Rudy. Very helpful. We really appreciate that. And there you go. There's a fan mail time.
Yeah, thank you, Rudy, in particular. Thank you, everybody else who's going to start sending us mail.
Yeah.
One day.
It's
okay.
We've gotten some
we
mail
appreciate
in the
the
past.
support.
It was
Anyway,
very
any
cute.
kind of support is always appreciated.
Of course.
Thank you in advance. Sorry, Megan.
No, that's all right.
Okay, I had to blow up the.
Oh, hey, Soups. Who else is here?
As you know, because
All the mods are here today. I wonder why. It's like they're trying to protect us from something, or I don't know.
What? Oh, that is two very different colors. Not what I wanted.
Oh, but that looks nice though, because then flowers and stuff aren't identical.
Well, I wanted a slightly
It's kinda
darker
cool.
version of this, so I guess I should have just used more red.
Hey, Eddie. Okay.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah. Oh, that's nice. Yeah. Anyways, I have to draw like jungle plants and stuff, so I'm gonna do that really quick while Zach's painting, and we can get to news in a little bit.
Yeah, we've got some news
We have
today.
news.
We're gonna go on. We're gonna do some learning today.
Oh, I hate learning.
Yeah, we don't.
You know who else hates learning is Polly.
We don't love learning here on the channel in general. Oh, I don't know what I'm doing. What the hell am I doing that for? Okay.
What the hell?
We don't in general love learning here. We try to discourage it.
Yeah, learning's for nerds.
There's a certain degree of value in simply blindly respecting what people tell you, and I think it makes people happier to do that too. So it's worth it. Okay.
Zach's probably wondering what I'm doing, but I'm about to demo what he's going to do to trace. Because I decided I wanted to trace also.
Okay.
Just so I don't have to think as much. You guys don't like learning. I don't like thinking. It's hard. So what I'm doing, let's see. I'll throw these over here while you've got it up. So these are mine.
Yeah.
These two are going to go on green. Makes sense. They're jungly. And this is going to be blue. This is a cotton plant that Zach liked. So step one to do this type of tracing.
Oh, wow.
This is a graphite, just a jar of graphite. I've had this since college.
Okay.
And it's still pretty full.
You can use this to weather.
That's fair,
for
yeah.
weathering, it makes it look like it's like a coal or like a mining world or something.
Can do that, but I'm going to use it for tracing, which you'll see in a second. So I've got my little drawing.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm going to flip it over and just put some powder.
Okay.
Yeah. Meh. You got to be careful too, because that'll get mixed in your paint.
Yep.
Be careful with that. Okay. Then I'm just going to align it on top like that.
Okay.
Do we have tape?
Not here.
Let me grab some. But
I'll hold
basically, it's pretty easy.
You're pulling it away from you.
No, I know. I can do it.
Okay.
It's fine. Yeah, grab it. I'm just going to trace what I have there. And I'm going to do this on my side more because I can't see it that
But won't the
well.
graphite mix with the paint then?
Yeah, you just shake it off a little bit. Don't worry too much about it. But that's like a lot. I don't know. Anyways, so you'll start lightly seeing the drawing.
Oh, yeah.
It's hard to see on camera, but I think you can kind of, yeah. It's really faint, which is why I'm not too worried about it.
About
Yeah.
mixing
What
it
I'll
with the
do
paint.
is I'll just
Yeah.
erase some of it off. But then you
Yeah.
have an outline, and it's basically what
Certainly
you
you'll
drew.
probably be fine with the green, maybe the white on
Yeah.
winter or not winter leaf.
Yeah. Have you ever used a rubber eraser?
Yes.
Is it rubber? Gum eraser, sorry.
Gum
Gum
eraser.
eraser. It's like this I mean, it feels like putty. Maybe
Okay.
this will even work. I don't know. This might actually work as a rubber eraser. The stuff we use to like stick stuff to a paint holder. Let me see if that works. Yeah, you can just use that like putty, and
interesting.
it'll pick up like excess powder, so you don't get as much in your paint. So there we go. I figured this out right now. Just trying things out.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I'm feeling okay with just the copy, and
That's fine.
I think that's what I'm going to go with. I think I've got a vibe down here for, for having these be like, what do you call it?
I'm gonna get tape.
Different petals, showing the different petals.
Yeah.
Which is really what I was going for.
Okay. Oh my gosh, so much. I didn't really ask you how you were. How are you?
Oh, I'm good, yeah.
We don't talk in the mornings because we're too busy getting set up. It's your guys' fault.
Yeah. Okay, I think this is
Yeah,
I think
okay.
this is kind of a good start. So I'm pretty happy with this. We do have some fan support in the form of our dear friend and mod Liberty Furs.
In the form of Liberty.
He
Not
says
in
happy
the form of a super chat, but literally in the form of
from his
Liberty.
form into digitalized text.
Super chat.
Of which he said happy June 1st. Happy June 1st.
Happy Pride Month.
Happy
Yay.
Pride Month. I also love
I forgot to wear a rainbow.
I also love. I know you have so many too. I
I'll do it
also
tomorrow.
well we were doing advertising stuff today. We wanna you have to be. That's like a thing. Is companies being like, oh, I like Pride, and then they're like, bad at
Oh,
it.
right. We forgot to do
now-
our fake appreciation for Pride.
Now we do
We're
a
doing
bunch of-
our real appreciation.
Today's
This
real
is like-
appreciation.
but
we're just saying
we forgot to make it fake.
it's a good
yeah,
thing.
so we don't. Yeah.
We're being sincere. Later on in the week, let's be fake about it.
Yeah, we'll do like a fake thing. Everyone's gonna wear rainbows.
And a great way to celebrate Pride is to buy the new General's Handbook.
Yeah.
We'll do that later later this week.
Okay. I like it. I'm into it.
Celebrate the General's Handbook by Scourge of Ghyran. Oh, here's a green one.
And hashtag Pride.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Also
For some
hashtag
reason.
Pride.
Thanks, Liberty. We had fun last night. There was a ton of super chats coming at us. It was very silly.
Last night, yeah, we had our game. I immediately did this wrong. Oh, it's fine though. Yeah, we had John and I had a real banger last night.
Really banged it out.
Super fun game. Came down to the final turn. We've been saying we think that that's probably going to be normal on Scourge of Ghyran games.
Okay. Yeah, actually, both games were 3 hours and 47 minutes, almost exactly
yeah.
the same time as each other, which is really funny.
Yeah.
It's kind of rare. So when I go and I trace these, I don't trace every detail.
Okay.
The details I put there are just like kind of a quick sketchy reference for myself.
Okay.
I just wanted to call that out.
Good call out. Meg, if I have like a brown and I add white to it, will that
Makes
make
a light brown.
a light brown?
Yeah, are you wondering how to get back to orange?
No, no,
Okay,
no.
because you don't.
I am
You don't get back to orange.
I'm wondering how to. I just want to highlight things. But like I said, I'm I'm ahead of you here, so I guess I'm the one who's.
It's not a contest.
Well, I want to see. Are you wet? Are you like real blending?
wet?
Or are you just gonna do kind of like picking out a little bit of details? I need to actually make this a lot lighter because the purple and
There we go. Okay. So first thing I'm going to do, actually, is trace the drawing with like a darker green. Or a brighter green. It doesn't really matter.
Okay.
But I'm going to trace it that way because I'm going to paint over most of that. And I want to be able to see it a little bit better, but the green will be easier to like blend in with the background because it's already on top of green.
I think that makes
If
sense.
I make a mistake. I don't know if that makes sense, really. I think he might just be being nice.
No, it makes sense.
But I'm going to see what works better. And then I'll put it over there to show you guys what I'm talking about. Get out.
We also have some other super chats I want to get to.
Yeah, we
here.
do. They're piling up.
Yeah.
What?
No, I'm taking the mouse here from you. Thank you, Liberty Fighters. Thank you, Rudy, for 5 gifted memberships. We haven't been doing a lot of like gifted membership stuff, and we started back up again, and it's nice.
It is nice. I like watching people give each other gifts. It's cute.
Same, and I hope that you know the interesting thing about gifted memberships, conceptually speaking, is that it does support our channel. We always hope that people who get gifted memberships will then feel compelled to give their credit card information to us.
Please provide that.
To Google. Not an ad. And then...
I think we can ad for ourselves without calling it out as an ad, right?
But now we're adding
Like, we don't have to say it?
Now we're adding for Alphabet.
Can you guys tell us? No, I'm not.
I am.
Alphabet has given us nothing. Fuck Alphabet.
They've given us a
platform.
platform.
I'm not giving... This is not an ad.
Whoa, Meg, no. She doesn't mean that. They've given us a platform.
Fuck you, Alphabet.
They've given us this great platform. It totally makes sense.
They take 30% when the industry standard was 20%. So fuck Alphabet.
I mean, well...
Yeah. Sorry, overlords.
Yeah, anyway...
Anyway, thanks, Rudy.
Yeah, thanks, Rudy.
What a great discussion that prompted.
Rudy
like,
also... okay.
Rudy also sent a real super chat.
Yes.
Yeah. Hello from Italy, Hobby Collab fam. Glad to see some items that are helping the team and Hobby Collab community. Thanks for the laughs. I'm always looking for tools or items that may be useful to everyone. You are extremely helpful, and we appreciate it. Now it is an ad. Okay.
Yeah, thank you, Rudy.
Yeah, thanks, Rudy. How's Italy anyway? It's got to be a lot better than Bahrain, right?
I guess that depends on what you do for fun. I don't know.
Fair.
Rudy seems like a more chill guy. I don't know. We've heard...
Rudy, when you come into the West Coast?
Yeah, we have heard some about how the Gulf states are from Saray. He was over there for a bit when he was in the Navy. Okay, I think that's a good start there. Okay. Maybe there's also a pedal down here. Alright, so I'm kind of just trying to, if you guys are watching me, what I'm doing here, I'm kind of just trying to define the pedals a bit. I'm going to go in and do, like you can see I did here, I did like a little bit of shading there. But it's actually not as hard to define the pedals as I thought it would be, which is great. Okay, so there's one. Now up here in the middle, we're doing one that is not open yet, so that doesn't take up all the space. And we want to, which was a good move by Meg to design it this way, because we want to be able to see the purple so that we know that this is... I think the purple is actually Winterleaf. I said that the blue was Winterleaf. I think the purple is actually Winterleaf.
Okay.
Which means I'm going to keep it a little whiter than I was going to otherwise do.
I'm like realizing that I'm cluttering this up with the way I'm
outlining
outlining
it. Definitely, Meg. My one request would be make sure like at least a solid third of it is like, or a quarter of it even is like the green underneath poking through.
Yeah, I that part is fine. It's the details where I'm like, wait, what was I drawing here? Because that happens, right? Like, what did I mean by this?
Oh, I see.
And that's sort of what I did. So I'm probably gonna. That's fine. I can still show you guys. It's just not very like. It's like, what the hell? What the hell was she doing? It's kind of like that. Oh. I'm like, it'll make more sense when I start painting it in. It's kind of.
That's happening, I think, with mine too.
With this, yeah.
Okay. That's where mine's going so far. I'm happy.
Yeah, what I'm gonna, anyways, I just painted over with green, like over the outline really quick.
Okay.
Like I said, it'll make more sense when I start filling.
No, that's like looking exactly right. This area is great. Yeah, that looks
so,
wonderful.
Yeah, I'll do that now. What do you think? Should we get to the news?
Yeah, let me get, you know what? I'd like to get
That's fine.
a little underway
That's fine.
on my big flower here, if you don't mind.
Yeah, it's great. You guys, I again, this isn't an ad. We bought these, but I've shown off the Bear Cavalry stuff on Journeys, and these are the new bottles. They're way better. You can actually read it. You can actually see like what's in the paint. The old ones didn't really do that. Good job, Dan. You did it.
Yeah, you worked hard, and you
And it
improved.
paid off.
You improved a product, a made in America product. You did it, Dan. You did the American dream.
You're the best.
All right, this is interesting. I think my colors are coming out great. I'm worried that the shape I'm building for the flower is not quite right, which is weird because that's exactly what Meg gave me instruction on. But I think I goofed a little bit.
You know what I would
it's
do,
gonna be
Zach?
okay. It's
You
gonna
know,
be okay. Yeah.
because like it's good to spend time like drawing this stuff so you get comfortable with it as you know as you paint with it. You can also thin the paint out and just start painting these shapes in. You know, like for practice.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
on the paper.
Yeah.
Yeah, these little templates, we've talked about them before because of
Well, we've done
I've done
banners. We were doing
freehand.
banners.
Yeah, that's right. We did freehand banners like I don't know what last year, longer ago. And we had like several copies of what we were trying to do on the table.
Right.
And so so you could practice drawing it and draw over and over and over till you got comfortable with it. Was one approach.
Yeah. Which you'd be shocked at how much that helps. And that's okay. I think I'm not too worried about it. I think what I was kind of hoping for is at the center of the flower I had more on screen, for lack of a better term. But I can move it there. That's fine. Okay, so like here's my before the center of the flowers happen. Here's kind of my general look on this, which I am pretty happy with. What do you think, Meg?
Oh, sorry.
Kind of like the first.
Oh yeah,
general.
that's pretty, Zach.
So now I just need to build up the petal colors a little bit. Do some shading like I want to do here, and then I need to put in the little center of the flowers and the stamens and stuff coming out.
Man, you know what I like about this project? I don't paint, like, I don't really draw or paint anymore. I went to school for it, kind of like graphic design. It's mixed in.
Yeah.
But I don't really do that. So I don't practice, I don't keep it up, so I'm not that good at it. I was never a good painter. But this is such a nice project for it because they're like this big, right? So you screw up, there's no great loss. No great loss. And you get some practice. Yeah. Just doing something different.
So yeah, well, it's kind of nice. It feels good. I think it's gonna look good I hope it looks good on the top down.
We'll see. Soups, thank you for your super chat and everything all the time. Jesus. I realized too late that I missed my second ALF question from last night, so here it is now.
Yeah.
I don't get it, Soups. Zach, why are you copying my cherry blossom scheme?
I know. Well, to
Wait
be
a
honest
minute.
with you, when you'll see, like I said, I'll share in Discord, folks, not just Soups, but I'll share kind of the mock-ups I made for these. I really wanted them to have like different, like each one to have kind of a different vibe. And I don't know, Cherry Blossom definitely just came to mind for the purple one.
Purple.
Um,
That makes sense.
yeah, I really wanted it to be like purple, magenta-y. So yeah, I don't know.
But
It
yeah.
just kind of happened.
I was like, oh, he did cherry blossom. That's like a theme, right? Like a lot of people do cherry blossom stuff.
Right.
In this hobby. Let's see. Oop. Let's see. Oh, Eddie has a question. Thanks, Eddie. And like we're all behind chat. So sorry,
Yeah.
I'm
we're really stuck into these. So
I know. I
be,
like keeping up with
me
chat, and
too,
I'm like,
me
what
too.
are they saying? And I'll forget it in 6 seconds, so it doesn't even matter. Is the bottle the same size? Definitely not. This is the original. The original. See, I can't read it. 10 milliliters or 33 ounces, and the new one is interesting. 20 milliliters. How? How is that possible, Dan? Somebody tag him in chat, in Discord, and ask him what the heck. Oh, no. Okay, I was looking at some. I'm like reading it wrong. You guys.
We don't read.
I can't read. Okay.
I'm
sorry. This one's 10 and this one's 20. So we got there.
Time and time again, we've told everybody in the Discord.
Leave me alone.
Cool what the fuck on the reading.
Stop making us read.
You guys stop reading.
Thanks, Eddie.
You guys stop reading.
Eddie was enjoying making us take shots last night.
Humans have been fine through most of human history. We did not read. And we were doing fine.
Oh my God. Okay, Rudy said something. Because Eddie is, let's see, trying to go on. Yep. Next year, Rudy is planning on going to Warhammer World. You know, Seppi, I would say that's true, except I had to take art history. You'd think I would have learned how to read. But alas.
All right, so you guys can see back to real talk here for a minute.
Jesus.
I'm kind of trying to define the petals by just really carefully using like a white highlight, but I don't want it to look cheesy and like too intense. So I actually want this guy to come out to more of a point. There we go. So I am using almost pure white, but I'm kind of like making sure it's not too opaque on my brush, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it's almost like a wash, but not quite that thin. Is that what you're saying? Yeah. Exactly.
Okay.
How do we know which foods are the healthy foods to eat? I don't. Every time you say exactly, I can't help
Exactly.
but think. Don't hug me. I'm scared. Ooh, what was I doing here?
Defining.
No. I mean, I don't understand my drawing. That happens. Yeah, I need to fix it. Okay. So yeah, I don't know what you don't want.
Yeah,
You keep.
We're gonna hop into the news.
Deviating from the news, so I'm waiting for you to say it's okay to do the news.
Oh my God! Last week,
believe that?
Last week I was like half-assedly putting Iridan together. This week I'm
Did
like,
you mess it up?
Oh. No, this week I'm like really trying to make a nice, pretty like thing, and it's just so much harder to break away. I have focus issues with I have like the opposite of like ADHD, or maybe not. Maybe I don't know how that works.
I actually don't. I forget which is which. One is like you pay, what is it, like you're two? Actually, I don't know. Don't ask me.
That's the one I do.
Okay.
Like I'm too sucked into this, and you're like, you want to do
screwed
the
this
news? And I keep being like, oh yeah, let's do the news. No, we're gonna do the news because that's gonna be more
That's
fun.
why
and
everyone's here.
I think this is probably a kind of a good place where I want to be. I do seek Meg's approval on these and how I'm looking on these.
I'm sure yours is looking better than mine right now.
I don't know. I've got more work to do, but that's kind of my start. Okay. Glasses on. Time for the important news. Meg, should I hit news?
Please. You're in charge.
Okay. Scourge of Ghyran.
That's in the news.
Yeah, so if you are here because you like hobby content, you see us doing hobby stuff right now, that's great. We do play live Age of Sigmar games. We do have a game later today, actually, as a matter of fact, with Meg playing against Saray and me producing. We're kind of excited about this game, but we've been, in general, excited about Scourge of Ghyran. Yeah. It's been fun. The games we've played have been pretty interesting. I think a lot of love and work was put into it.
I was cracking up last night during that second game. It was so funny.
Yeah.
You guys were funny together. Yeah, what is your favorite thing so far about it?
Battle tactics. The battle tactics, missions, or battle plans, we call them, missions, right? From 40K World. I've been really enjoying them. I've been enjoying, I mean, honestly, those two so far. There's more to come for sure, and a lot more testing and trying things out that's going to be happening, which I'm excited for. But so far, I'm super enjoying the battle plans. I'm super enjoying the battle tactics. I really love that we're kind of setting these things before the game starts, and it kind of feels like it gives your army a purpose.
Yeah.
It's fun. Yeah. What about you?
I was also going to say the battle tactics, which
Well,
is...
I said that.
I know. So...
I'm just kidding, Meg. You can say it
No,
too.
I can't. I can't. It's cheating. Well, if it's not the battle tactics, then I do like the monstrous abilities coming back.
Oh,
Yeah, that
monster.
wasn't there before.
She's talking about like monster upgrades.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know my Carnosaur got one.
Yeah,
which
your
was
Carnosaur
cool.
has a monstrous upgrade.
I'm glad they got rid of, like, what did they get rid of that I'm thinking of? Well, now I can't remember. What did they get rid of, Zach?
Battle tactics? Oh, Honor Guard.
Yes, thank you. I hate
Yeah,
it.
we weren't the biggest Honor Guard fans.
I can never remember it.
Kind of weirdly. Meg and I specifically. Meanwhile, other people were like Brett showed up to a Scourge of Ghyran game and was like, right before the game, I was like, oh, we're not using Honor Guard, because he said something, and he was like, my whole plan was based around that. I was like, Brett, how? Like, who is basing their whole army around an Honor Guard?
Maniac.
And he had like 5 regiments, so he knew he would get 2, and he was like, no, I it was all based around.
Was this like the cannon?
Yeah, canonless.
Hilarious.
I was like, what? He proceeded to just smoke Graham off the
Doesn't
board
matter,
anyway,
yeah.
so it didn't really matter. But I was kind of struggling for people when I hear people say that they were like really heavily invested in Honor Guard.
An Honor Guard of all things.
I was just like, what? How? Like, I barely even remember it. I barely even rememred to use the rule.
I could never remember to use it.
And
so I'm glad they got rid of that.
Someone yesterday was like, Honor Guard was basically like us. How long until? In chat, they were like, yeah, Honor Guard was like, oh, I get to turn 2 before we all acknowledge that we've been forgetting Honor Guard.
Yes,
It's like,
yes,
yeah, exactly.
yes. I'm like, good. I'm glad it's not just me.
Or like you play the game, you're like, oh, guess what? That turn where you used your
I was
Honor
supposed
Guard,
to do that.
Oh, you shouldn't have done it that way because you didn't charge. Oh, remember this turn?
Right. Oh.
It was that unit was within 6 inches.
And then you have to
not
hear
this
about
unit.
it in the comments
Yeah,
too. Like, oh,
right.
God, leave me alone.
Yeah,
please.
very cool seeing Honor Guard go away.
Yeah.
Listen, we get seasonal rules like this every year, and I will say this about Honor
Doesn't mean
Guard.
we have to like them all.
That's right, and I will say this about Honor Guard, which I think Matt did a good job on, is that he said, listen, this is a whole new edition, right? He's a new edition. I'm going to keep the rules fairly minimal, right? The seasonal rules being Honor Guard.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that was well done. So I do appreciate that the seasonal rules were pretty light, but yeah.
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 Cool.
Okay.
There's Ghyran. We did
Ghyran.
it. That's
We
the
did it.
news.
That's the news.
The real news.
Okay.
I mean, now we're getting to the real
Could
news. What's up, dude?
Oh, just I can't see because...
Not that one. There you go.
'cause-
You got it. You got it.
Okay. We have an ongoing conflict.
I cannot believe this is still in the news.
If you were alive in the first half and then some of the century in the UK, you might remember seeing news all the time about the Troubles. If you have been alive for the past 50 years, you might continually see news about conflict in the Middle East. We are starting to have an ongoing conflict in our Discord server.
It's very serious.
Not to belittle either of those two conflicts. They're very serious. However, memeing in... we have chatting in memes. Now here we see somebody saying no meme in meme.
What a mess.
It's becoming a real mess, just like the Israeli-Palestinian conflict.
God.
It's really hard to find out any kind of moral imperative, who is right, who is wrong. It's become so sloppy. I worry, Meg, we are descending into a real quagmire. Yeah. So,
All right. Well,
moving on.
Yeah. No memeing.
As
me.
journalists, we can't really say much. We can't really participate. We just report.
As journalists, yeah. As documentarians.
Yeah. So, Yusuf, you're not alone in this.
Okay. Now here's the thing.
Yeah.
Before we
Yeah.
move
Please.
on, right?
Please, please.
I don't think anyone's explained it to him yet.
Yeah.
I want to keep it that way.
Yeah.
Don't tell him.
No one tell Yusuf.
Don't tell Yusuf.
No one tell Yusuf what's going on. And while you're at it, Yusuf, I will say one thing. If you're here, you're not alone. I also have no idea what the hell any of this is about.
Yes, you do.
We did talk about...
We talked about birds last week.
Okay.
If he wants to go back and rewatch the episode, he can. Then he'll know. This is on him. So anyways, thanks, Yusuf. This is soy.
I'm not...
I don't really know what else to say about it. It's cute. Like, this is like... It's a thing, I guess.
I haven't looked up yet. I did that thing where
I just know that I really like my shirt. Okay. This is also soy. So, I felt really bad about this, actually. So we do...
I missed the last one.
It's okay. There's nothing to see. It's kind of cute. He can come back and yell at me and demand an apology later.
He does that.
He does that.
Who does he think he is?
I don't know.
Speaking of ongoing conflicts, my
Is
ongoing,
with soy.
my ongoing conflict with Soy Sumer. You know what else about Soy Sumer? I love the guy, but he doesn't show up here in chat. He doesn't show up very often. He doesn't do hobby hang. He's like a ghost.
He is a ghost.
He's like he just does these hit and run attacks on me. And I'm trying to just make content.
Well, this one's about me. This one's my fault. We do our fan stuff at the end of every episode, and I go through and I find one thing from every person, right? Like, you get one shot at the end of our stream to be project of the week. And apparently I've missed like all of Soy's work or something, which, you guys, is that true?
The soy
Go figure that out. Is that true? Did I really miss
Go
all of these?
figure that out.
Somebody else do it for me. But apparently I did. And so we're showing 2 of Soy's this week. Wow. All right. There you go, Soy. You can't yell at me anymore. Okay. I think this is important. This is a chance for everyone to get a little bit of comeuppance on Zach. Zach is always bitching about people's memes. And not even like if they're funny or not. It's like the way they're laid out. If he doesn't get it, then it's your fault.
Wrong.
So this is Zach's meme that he made.
That's wrong. Listen.
It's rating us,
wow,
I guess.
Pounding the table.
I know. While you're doing
I'm trying to trace these stamens coming out of the flower, and the table is repeatedly being
I don't
pounded.
need to trace them. Just
Not trace them, just like freehand.
it's just like little lines. All right.
Right. So the pounding is okay. Okay.
You don't like getting pounded?
Yeah, not here.
Okay.
Okay, so first of all, listen, I'm sorry, I got sucked back into my project. Let me go back. I need to go back a second. What is going on here? This. Okay, yep, you're wondering, that's how I ended up. Who made this one? Soy?
Thanks. Yes, this is
Oh, he
Soy.
made
This
this
is
one?
like low effort from Soy.
I think.
feel
What?
like.
You don't like this one? This
It's
one's
fine.
amazing.
What? It's fine.
I love this one. This is like.
He's just trying to score points with Soy. That's what's happening here.
No, Soy and I are. I mean, yeah, Soy and I certainly have some healing to do together, but the thing is that this is a step in the right direction. It's like one of those movies, like those early 2000s
I know what it
movies.
is. I'm like, okay, cool. He like took a line that everyone knows and like used it against a picture of us, and it's cute. That's what I said. It's cute.
Okay.
I don't know. It seemed fine.
Yeah. So back to this.
Okay, here we go. So this is Zach's meme. Let's rip on it. My biggest problem with this is the way you cropped it. Like, why do we need all of this stuff on the left? You don't need it. Just crop it. It doesn't change anything about the meme except it makes it easier to look at.
You know what? That's fair. Right out of the
Yeah.
gate, fair criticism.
There we go. I don't think, my second criticism, I don't think I belong in B. Do you know where I think I belong?
Where?
In C.
Well,
I definitely belong in C.
First of all, just so everybody knows, the rankings, and I explained this in the memes, in the memes channel. This is about whose armies did what and how from Scourge of Ghyran. You showed up here. I played Daughters and Nighthawk. They're like, basically what I did is I took the tier ranking Saray and I did, and I pretty much looked and I averaged people out. So like Brett only plays cities. Cities were in A. Brett ended up in cities.
I see.
There's a couple people who then I took that. This is where things I know it gets a little esoteric. I took that and I combined chatting and memes with it as a concept. Some people aren't really participating in chatting with memes. For example, Brett isn't really dealing with chatting and memes, so
He's not participating.
he hasn't taken a side. But this was a bad week for not chatting and memes, and that is Liberty. And then as you can see there, chatting and memes itself.
Okay.
There's a lot of chatting and
I
memes
see.
this week. Liberty took a hit this week.
Thank you, Polly.
Yeah. So, okay. Yeah. All right.
Zach has to explain it, therefore it fails. Now let's compare it to this meme. Who did it better? Who did a meme better this week? Megan or Zach? I was number 1. So you guys have noticed there's like stupid crowns in chat. We cannot control it. I looked into it. I can't turn it off. It's really not clear how you get points, but and they tell you can get it from super chatting, which is a lie because I've seen you guys super chat and it doesn't change the points. This is very annoying. And then it seems like you can get points by chatting like once or twice every hour. They're trying to get you to stay, which I'm like, I can appreciate that. But yeah. Anyways, there's my meme.
How are you number 1? Right here it says Eddie is
Come
number
on, you
1.
guys, pick mine.
It says Eddie is number 1.
Well, there, but not in the screenshot. Anyway,
Everyone gets their
you
15 minutes of
guys,
fame,
I
I
can't
guess.
believe you guys aren't saying mine's better. Okay,
No, go back to mine.
but I gave away meme of the week already. I'm not going back to yours. Yours is bullshit anyway. Okay, meme of the week was a shared effort between Haiti and Thunder. You guys both got meme of the week because I love shit like this.
It was wild. Those two were going wild.
It was very cute. I like to see people in our Discord server bonding.
You know what was fun is I got to meet both of these two different continents within the span of like 2 weeks. I met Haiti at Adepticon.
Oh, right.
And then I met Thunder in the UK. And
It's like 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon, but
I've talked to him
Zach.
since then. He's not always here in these chats, but I want again, in all seriousness, publicly apologize because when I met, I've been looking forward to meeting Haiti.
Yeah.
And he was pretty busy at Adepticon. I was pretty busy at Adepticon. And I felt like the first time I met him, or the second time I met him, Saray and I were like in a crisis mode. And like him and Brett and Timbit were there.
I just want to say hi.
And they were just like, him and Brett and Timbit were there, and they were just like having a nice time and fucking around and doing their thing. And Saray and I were like, like trying to set everything up. And
making gorilla noises.
Yeah,
Even.
we run around making gorilla
that.
noises. It keeps people away, usually. But
keep
Tim
me
and Brett
away.
and Haiti knew us, so they were like, oh, there's Saray and Zach acting like silverbacks running around. So they were like, here, we'll go talk to him. But Saray and I were like, oh, hi, guys. We're just like not cool. Mm-hmm. And I never want to do it. I never want to not be cool to somebody who comes up and wants to meet me, someone from the community. That's super cool.
It's so rare.
It's very exciting. It's so rare. It's very exciting. And I just want to say again, I think I said it. He was like, oh, I didn't even notice. He was like, I was busy too. I was like, I know, but I just feel a little...
You're like, I know, I just don't want to get canceled.
That wasn't my best self, is my point.
Sure.
I was very...
Here's where mine's going.
Very busy.
Oh, wait, we aren't there yet. I'll show it in a second. But yeah, there's the news. Congrats, you guys.
Yeah. Tell us, the news viewer, what you thought about the news.
Okay. Let's take a look at what we're doing.
Okay.
Here's where mine's headed. What I'm going to do is darken the background so the leaves pop more, if that makes sense.
Okay, I'm taking a look at Meg's. I'm taking a look at mine. I'm thinking mine's keeping pace with hers. Like, I don't feel like she's doing so much of a better job than me that mine
I'm not.
won't.
I'm doing a terrible job,
no.
actually.
It looks good. I'm going to do one last highlight of these little...
Or should I go brighter? Maybe I should actually go brighter.
Definitely. Just keep in mind that we need to be able to see...
You want to be able to see green.
You want to be able to see green, but you also need to be able to see the shapes of the flowers. It's kind of hard.
It's kind of hard.
I also think there's a likelihood that we'll get these finished and put them on the stream today and be like, these look like shit. We got to fix them.
That might happen. Yeah, I'm like, I don't want to leave it
Today's
green.
stream uses all 6 too, so we better haul butt. We got to hurry.
Oh, shit.
Hey, there's mine. That's winter. That's going to be, we're going to call it on winter leaf for now.
Okay.
What do you think,
good.
Meg?
It's great.
The only thing I don't love is it's a little hard to see the brown plant.
So you need
lighten it.
contrast,
I need
right?
to
So
lighten
add
it
some
up.
edge highlighting to it.
Yeah. Never stop edging.
It's true. It's very true. We don't do much freehanding on this channel, do we? It's
No,
kind of nice.
it shows. No, I'm just kidding.
Jeez. Sheesh. Yeah, I want to do more freehanding projects together. Eddie, you're asking, yeah, 2 p.m. Yep. So 2 hours after this stream is done, which gives me just enough time to eat and stress out. I'm going to play against Saray. I'm kind of excited because Saray and I are both salty players. So we have a salt off.
We'll be addressing the saltiness today.
Yeah, we will.
Okay. All right, now I'm saying Winterleaf is done.
Okay. I think what I'm just going to do is go way brighter with my green.
How do we think, folks at home? Did I do an okay job?
How do we think? Not what do we think, but how
oh, look,
do we
here
think?
it is. Boop, drop it in.
Aw, cute. I like it. What made you want to do this, by the way? Like,
Well,
why?
the colors alone were kind of boring. And they have symbols. Each one is a symbol, but I thought the symbols were also a little boring.
Oh.
So I wanted
Judgy.
to do something that pulled more back to like the Sylvaneth roots of like the flat, like how how somebody might paint a Sylvaneth army based on if they were doing Winterleaf or Oakenbrow or Gnarlroot or whatever.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay, so there it is. That's going to be Winterleaf done for now. So now that's going to be Winterleaf sorted for now, as one of the Brits would say. Okay. So now,
What was the other thing we made fun of yesterday? It was like take your turn or something about.
Oh,
It's a weird way
GW
of
has this
saying-
weird way of saying like when it's your turn or like when they're like players then take it in turn.
Take it in turn. I'm like, what?
Like turn is like a maypole that's been erected and we all go out to the
Is that
the
where it
turn
comes
and
from?
Yeah, that's where it comes from. They put up their maypole and
Okay.
they're like let's all take it in turn, and then they all go out and dance
Okay.
around the turn of the maypole.
That's
And then that one makes sense in the U.S. So we just say,
Yeah, we don't have
when it
maypoles.
comes time to a player, like on your turn, you can do this, or like players then take turns. Not turns is a more individual concept in America. In the UK, take it in turn. Turn is a wider concept that is shared between players.
what? What are you talking about?
And that's how I understand it.
Okay. If you say so, sir.
And that's true too. Seppi points out they don't turn; they have roundabouts. So like, there's also that.
But what does that have to do with in? The word in. You know?
Take it in turn instead of take turns.
Right. Like why are we saying it
Because
that
we
way?
say take turns like it's your turn, it's my turn. They say take it in turn, meaning they're both in the turns, doing things, participating.
Like they're messing around with the young people in their job sites? Is that what we're talking about?
No, not interns.
Oh. Got it.
All right, now I am going to be.
I don't know why you're laughing. That was clearly a legitimate question.
Now I'm going to start working on Oakenbrow, which is a very autumny leaf vibe. And I'm absolutely going to do another practice. I thought I might not need to, like I'd be all warmed up and inspired. But
Question.
I'm not.
How many objectives are on today's mission?
6.
God. Okay, you said that already, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, no, I said it uses all of them. I could have maybe meant one of each, but it does. There is a battle plan like that.
Okay. Yeah, can we change it so I don't have to finish all these?
We could. Yeah. But I can tell you for sure.
What's going on? You hate it?
No, I'm trying to decide.
If you hate it?
Well, then you might want to do the blue one next. I don't know.
I will. That's what I was going to do next. But I just wanted to check and see. Because, we only have an hour in between. Like, for 2 hours for me to, like, eat. And,
Yeah. Well, you don't have to
stress
eat.
out. Molecule says, take it, interns. Interesting. See, Molecule gets it.
You don't want to do the 2 green ones at the same time? I guess not.
It's okay.
I'm kind of curious. I'm literally asking you.
I would, but I want to get, enough done for us to play a game, right?
Yeah, well, we need 2 green ones.
If you would just let me finish, then I could get them all done.
So, yeah, do that.
I didn't get to work on them last night because we were tired, and I was like, you know what? I'm tired of staying up till 2 a.m. working. So I'm not going to do it. I'm just not going to do it.
All right, I am giving myself a little bit of practice here on oak and brow. I'm kind of sketching roughly out. Meg's got some cool patterns that I want to do. For this, I'm basically going to be doing like autumn leaves.
By Molecule.
Autumn leaves around like 60% of it. Around the rim of like 60% of it. Pretty much like Meg has here.
Okay.
That's
Here's my first one. I'm not done with it yet. So I need to
but it looks quite great.
I need to add like the super highlights to help pull out the shapes.
This is wonderful.
Oh my God, Zach. Wait, it's not done. Thank you though. It's not done. It's not done.
It's looking great though. Wow, wowie, wow. Okay, but I think mine holds up compared to yours.
I think yours is really nice.
That's what I was concerned about. That
No.
3 of them would look like ass compared to.
No. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm figuring shit out. I'm also like, famously, as if I were famous, I don't look at like artwork or, photos as much as I should. I'm kind of just like, I'm just going to do it. So
I do.
I wasn't really sure how this would go.
I do kind of try to look at photos.
It's good. You should.
And yeah, I can tell because you kind of have maple leaves here, which is fine, even though it's called Oakenbrow.
Oh my God.
Because I think I'm going to kind of do a leaf that's like... I think I'm going to kind of stick with the maples, to be honest with you.
Sure. Yeah, I mean...
Well, I'm going to do that, and then like there's going to be this list of comments, and tomorrow's... When I wake up tomorrow, Bakachi Dancer is going to be like... Bakuchi Dancer is going to be like, just so you know, those are maple leaves, and it's called Oakenbrow.
Bakuchi, you're such a hero.
Why? You never watch this. He will never see this.
But no, because Bakuchi like helps us do things correctly. Like, I don't know, just
sometimes
it's very like dry. Right?
He got busted.
He
yesterday.
did. That's kind of funny though.
He gets things wrong.
That's all right.
Yeah.
We all do. But he's very like dry in his delivery, and he's just like, oh, this is this. This is actually this. You need to do this, and we're like, oh, okay. He's not yelling at us.
I bet he is a real.
Just, like,
I bet he's a real
know.
charmer at work.
I bet.
People think I'm delightful.
What is that? Is that? I think you should leave. No.
I don't. It is from something, but I actually don't know. I bet you're wondering how I got here.
All right, Zach really liked that meme, but he didn't get to pick meme of the week. I did, so sorry, Soy. Now Soy's gonna demand an apology out of me. Ugh, I'm not doing it. I'm just not doing it.
It's not worth it to get into a protracted battle.
Because it's not even like he doesn't even appreciate it. He demands more.
All right, I'm good. I'm good to go, folks. I'm going in. I'm going in. I'm going in. Here we go.
Okay.
I liked a little bit of the practice. I like to kind of get a sense of what I'm doing. I'm one of these people. I think it comes from an adulthood and even late adolescence of having to be in theater and music stuff, where nothing's ever 100%. So I'm pretty comfortable these days just being like, we're going in. What about you, Meg?
Get the scuba suit. I guess like in general, as I've gotten older, I'm just kind of like, I'm going to do whatever I want. I don't care. I'm 40. I've done my time doing what other people want.
Mealy screwed this up. Mealy was not ready for exactly what I talked about.
That's okay. Listen, I put paint on this thing that I didn't like, and I took water and I got it. I just like erased it.
Well, I
with
just
a paintbrush.
spit, but
I'm just saying, like, that's what's nice about these paints. This is not an ad. I'm taking too long because I'm like fixing.
Yeah, don't take too long.
No, I want to.
Because we definitely need these done.
We have a segment to do too. It's
We
already
do.
11.
But the
We
good
only have
news
an hour left.
The good news is you're not like super involved in the segment.
Yeah.
So you can kind of like kick it and work on
Great.
your thing.
Cool. Also fan stuff. I'll let you drive fan stuff when we get to it. Since I'm clearly going to take
looks
too
like.
long.
Why am I doing this?
It's
More
okay.
spit, more wiping
Spit
off.
on it. Just spit on it a little.
Okay, let's try this one more time.
What was that?
This is like I don't know why I suddenly didn't do it.
Clip it.
Can't do a leaf right.
I love how you like pumped yourself up right there. It's cute.
All right, a little more narrow, a little more. There we go. Okay,
Yeah,
there we go. Sorry, folks.
No, you're fine.
After messing up 3 times
You've had it.
or twice, I was like, no, I really need to get this. I really need to pay attention here now. Sorry. Okay, there we go. That's kind of
okay.
what I'm going for. Okay. Rudy, thank you again. Zach,
thank
I
you,
have
Rudy.
some dark gray XPS foam slabs, each almost the size of a 40K board. I don't have a proxen cutter and looking for ideas what to make. I plan on watching the Hoodoos video from Hobby Tines as well. Yeah, so that video will help. Wow, each the size of... So you have like 4x6 slabs. I mean, you've done pink foam stuff before, Rudy. You know what you're doing. I mean, first of all, thank you for the support either
Yeah.
way. But I guess I kind of feel like, for me, Rudy... For me, I really like the pink foam wire cutter. I would, maybe a proxen is more than you want to bite off while you're still kind of traveling around, and in the service. But what about a Woodland Scenics? Do you have a Woodland Scenics cutter? The hand wire cutter? Because honestly, as I have used the, I don't have a proxen. I have the Hercules, but it's effectively the same thing. They're both fine. I have kind of found that I more often than not, 9 times out of, no, not 9 times out of 10, let's say 4 times out of 5, I'm kind of reaching for the pink foam wire cutter from Woodland Scenics, the hand one, because I tend to find that the proxen, it's just a lot. It's just a lot.
It's just a lot.
It's just a lot. It's a big project. Whenever I'm pulling that thing out, and so as a result, I don't. It's not that funny.
You're not that funny.
As
Got
a
him.
result, I don't tend to use it on everything. It's like a specialty tool, really. Cutting bricks, it's amazing if you want to cut like 1,000,000 bricks. So one, if you are looking for a thing to get that's a little more chill than the proxen, then I like that guy a lot. The pink foam wire cutter from Woodland Scenics. Not an ad.
Not an ad.
Not an ad. Oh, yeah, you had it, but still in my ship. What would you make with the handheld cutter? Hoodoos are good for sure.
Color.
You're a 40K guy. The problem with okay, I am
Do
gonna.
we not have white?
Oh, I have it
okay.
over here, right there.
Oh, right in front of my face.
That's a good question, Rudy. I'm trying to think how I feel about the terrain situation in 40K right now. I know you don't super care and you're a little bit more of like a narrative player, but the terrain situation in 40K right now leans heavily ruins. Like, it is really it's become a city fighting game, which is sort of cool in its own way. But I do feel like that pink foam is not the greatest. So let me give you one thought of something you can do with it that I've done. I like to make bases, like concrete thematic slabs. Okay, and then what you do is you get scatter terrain essentially, and you just kind of put some scatter terrain on it, and then just like that, you have like a cover piece.
Yeah, just like that.
So essentially what I'm doing when I make these is I'm literally just cutting out squares. Another good tool to get, Rudy, is a T-square. Get like a T-square to kind of like, make sure you have your lines nice and straight. If it's a metal T-square, which is what we have, you can actually run the wire along it as a guide, and it won't hurt the T-square, or the wire unless you're pushing, which you shouldn't be doing. So you can use it to like cut out. Normally, like you would use like the Proxen for that, but you end up with these like we use them even on Sigmar. They're literally just like cut out rectangles, and then you can put things on them. You can get one of the pink foam rollers to put like a tile texture on them. Other things I like to use the wire cutter for are, well, again, I keep mentioning hoodoos, but any kind of rocky formations that I want to be a little more smooth. If you want your rocky formation to be kind of rough and jagged, then honestly the knife is good, which I think you've used because I've seen some of your stuff, Rudy, and I think some of it you're using the knife. Correct me if I'm wrong. But yes, I think in general, I would do with the foam you have. I would do one of those two things. I would either make kind of concrete bases for urban terrain. The nice thing, really, too, about pink foam, I'm always pushing pink foam, and nobody like, I don't feel like I've like successfully started. I think when I was younger, getting started, I thought I would more successfully.
Okay, I'm all right.
One of my biggest regrets. I've not successfully started the pink foam revolution I thought I would, because I really thought that I really still think that like you can buy 2 or 3 GW kits, and then some pink foam, and like I'll say 4 GW kits, and you can just have like a full board in no time, because pink foam really helps stretch your footprint of the kits you buy. This looks great. Let's look at Megs.
Yeah, Polly, you can go old school and make stepped hills like in my display board.
Old school
this is all I have time for.
Well, yeah. I mean, those are great for old world. All right, let's see how much better Megs is than mine.
That's not what's happening.
Yeah, I need to up mine again now. God damn it.
Here. It's too far away. Go ahead and
First, that's what Megs will.
Well, hit the button so it's focused.
Oh, I see.
There we go. It's a little easier to read when it's up higher.
There's Megs.
It's all right. I'm okay with it.
You can see
It can be better.
mine needs a little more. Yeah, I'll go back and do it. I just want to make sure I get them.
Yours is cute.
Get them done. It's fine. It's a good start. Here, I'll leave this green one here so you can do something similar for the next green one. Here's where I'm at with the orange one, with Oaken Brow. I'm just kind of getting the orange leaves in. Yeah.
Cool.
Straight edge utility knife. Yeah, and then you gotta like. Yeah, and then you gotta like you go through those blades super fast, right, Rudy? And you gotta do you use the type that you keep breaking off every like few minutes? Now this one, when I went to clean up the rims with an airbrush, I got some of the black from the rim airbrush paint on it, and so I kind of knew when I got to it I was going to paint over that.
Okay.
I was like, yeah, I'll just paint over that with the design. Now, Rudy, appreciate the support. I'm always happy to talk pink foam with you. Send me messages, please, because I love pink foam stuff. I know it sounds stupid, but I love it. Like I said, my biggest regret in life as a content creator
Okay, I'm like, whoa.
is that I have not successfully started the pink foam revolution that I thought I would.
Oh, right. You said that.
People just don't like it.
People don't like it?
They hate it. They hate the pink foam.
Do you blame yourself?
A little bit.
That's fair.
I make videos. I feel like
You made one.
I made a video and it didn't do well, and so because that one video the one time didn't do well, I've kind of given up on it.
Yeah, that's the right approach. Like, don't try, just give up.
Well, it's funny because you say I did one and you're kind of right, but back at Hobby Times, whenever we would do it on our streams, those streams always were kind of like some of the worst attended streams. So
yeah, it seems like it's better as a video, not a stream.
Right.
Yeah.
Definitely. But it's funny because I make boards with it and people are all like, oh, sick board, oh, your boards are great or whatever. And I'm like, yeah, cool. You know why pink foam? I'm like, oh, what? Shut up. And then they leave. It's like they don't want to. They don't want to hear. They don't. The people don't want to be. The people don't want to hear it.
Polly.
Okay.
So this is for you guys, right? Because we don't really see these details on stream. I mean, yeah. But when you're playing, you can see them. It's not for you. What'd you think it was for you, Polly?
Oh, what,
Jesus.
these?
Yeah.
Oh, you'll see them. We do zoom-ins. You'll see these.
All right, I sketched in the cotton.
Oh, that's
So-
looking perfect.
Yeah, the cotton's going to be super easy.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm going to start with like a, oh, no, I should do cream so it pops. The problem with this is like, it's green on green. They're almost the same color green. So I'm not even starting with like a slightly different hue. It's just a darker green.
Right.
Like, yeah. So that's sort of the problem I'm having with the green ones.
But the green one looks incredible.
I appreciate that. I'm talking about the contrast between the leaves and the background. It's kind of hard to see. But that's okay. You know, like we said, no one's going to see it.
Well, no, not like we said. Like Polly said, and he's wrong. That's not true. That's not accurate. You will notice.
Polly is part of the greater we.
This is about as close as a zoom in is. Now this is a physical zoom in. We do a digital zoom in, so it's lost a little bit of detail when we do it. But this is about how you'll see them when we do, especially when we do zoom ins. Yeah.
Okay. It's 11:15.
Yeah, let's.
I think we should do the segment.
A segment. All right. I thought we would chat trees, Meg. This way you
That
can.
makes sense.
You can keep working. Trees are a hot topic around here, around these parts.
Oh yeah.
People have opinions on them, about what color they are, what kind of trees do what. Are there real trees out there anymore? Or are all the trees different? And such. So I thought we would go ahead. Meg, the only thing I don't know is what button do I press for the trees?
Discuss.
Discuss. Birds. Okay. Birds love trees.
Just fix it.
I know. I was going to leave it because I thought we could roll with it.
No.
We could put birds up there.
No. Here. Just fix it, Meg. Okay. There you go. Trees.
Okay.
Here.
This is a okay. So this
Clearly a bird is in front of us.
Yeah. This tree.
Get Yusuf in here.
This tree is a boa.
Is this a bird?
Okay. I grouped these into a few different categories, folks at home. What I wanted to do is look at two things, and I think Rudy will appreciate the first category. The first category of trees I want to look at were
God, Rudy does so much for us, and then we do shit like leave birds on the screen instead of changing it to trees.
I don't think he's.
Sorry, Rudy. We're failures. All right, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. So what I was gonna say is, the first category of trees I wanted to look at are trees that look super cool and almost alien-like, and that I think would be really cool. One for 40K especially, but also some Sigmar trees. And the next tree after this one, I really want to make on a Sigmar board. For a Sigmar board. So this is called a baobab tree. These are in Madagascar. Not just the movie, but the real island.
Oh. Wait, it's not just a movie?
It is not. Well, it is. It was a movie, and then
then they made a real Madagascar?
They made a real one, yeah.
Okay, got it.
Yeah,
That's what I thought. I thought
yeah.
it was just a movie.
Yeah, they made the park, the country after.
Okay.
And the island.
That
and
makes
stuff,
sense.
Yeah.
Because now you know it's profitable.
Yeah, they wanted to test it with the American audience, ages 5 to 18.
See,
Okay.
I'm not going to suck it. All right.
So here we go. Baobab tree, cool. Second, kind of just generally cool tree. Oh, not this one. OBS is a wild mistress of putting everything in all kinds of order. We're going to come back to that one. Here it is. This is called a dragon blood tree.
Oh.
It's actually only on one island. It's on the island of
right.
Socotra, which is in the Arabian Sea. I would love, to me, this just like screams antiquity. I don't know if they use these, did they use these a lot in 300 or something? I feel like this tree just has this
was it in The Lion King? I don't know.
Yeah, but I like it gives me antiquity vibes for some reason.
Seppi says it's actually a mushroom. Did you know that?
It looks like one, doesn't it? It does look like one. I guess it does look like one.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think that this is a tree that I absolutely would love to do I see this among like ruins or like on an island, Mediterranean vibe I get from this. So that's my first category of trees. I just call these trees that are cool for terrain. Go ahead, make some terrain with these two trees. So not a lot going on in this first section, but next I want to talk about some other types of trees. Let's see. Oh wait, no, there was one more thing actually after this one. Go to the next slide. That was the only one that was out of order, Meg. It looks like it's okay.
Here, I'm gonna fix it.
Okay.
So this should be next. Yeah?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Well,
Back to the beginning. I fixed
there,
it.
and then...
Now we're here.
Oh, no. Actually, now, one more. Okay, this is the next thing. This is the next thing.
I can't do it. I can't do it right.
That's
I'm
okay.
the worst. I'm a terrible
This is kind of funny.
content creator.
There's apparently from the dragon blood tree, they made basically a medicine for ladies, as you can see here. And here's an ad for this medicine for ladies that is just supposed to help ladies with their problems.
In general?
In general.
Okay.
Yeah. Pretty wild.
What problems are we talking about?
Well, it literally says, Reynolds lightning pills, the only certain remedy on the market for females, a sure and prompt cure for all irregularities and all complaints incidental to the female system.
Okay.
Very weird, old-timey, bizarre.
Is this supposed to help with like period cramp? Like
maybe.
what prompted this
Maybe.
weird concoction?
Maybe, I don't know.
There's also that other invention, right, from around this time period where there's like a hysteria in women.
Oh, yeah.
It's a massager.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there he is.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and I also think we were missing some of these because I
have
know
mine.
I think I had more than 6 here. So I think remember I sent another folder over. I was
No.
like, did you? I airdropped it.
No.
Oh, okay.
I
Because I remember I was doing it on the
I
laptop.
thought it was just this.
Oh
this
no,
is all
there's
I
a
got.
whole nother. There's a folder 4 more that we'll dig up maybe for this, or maybe we'll just cut the segment short. It's okay. It's not going great anyway. So this right here.
I don't understand what the segment's about. I'm here, I'm listening, but
I mean, we're just talking.
we're
trees.
just talking?
Yeah.
We're just okay.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Yeah, I mean, that's why we can cut the segment. Sure, we don't have to have the other 4 trees. Although they were kind of interesting. I know, discuss trees. Like, what's the problem here, Meg? It's pretty straightforward. There's trees, we're discussing them. Okay.
That's a tree.
Okay, this tree is called the Bradford pear tree. It's famous in the U.S. I don't think you guys have them over in the EU or the U.K. Are you going to grab the other 4?
Yes. Go ahead, keep talking.
I don't think you guys have them there. So this is kind of a funny story. Yeah, a YouTube user knows what's going on with this tree. This tree is most famous for, I'm not going to say what it smells like, but I want somebody in chat to tell what we all know in the U.S. these trees to be famous for. You also might be wondering in the U.S. if you live here, have you ever stopped to wonder why we have these trees? Why are they
I'm
here?
going to add them in when we're done with this.
Awesome.
Okay,
Thank you, Meg.
Great.
Why are these trees here? What is the point? It's not poo, Chris. These trees do not smell like poo. Well,
Oh, are these the ginkgo trees? Wait,
No,
the
no,
ones
no.
that smell like cum?
this is the cum tree.
This is the cum tree.
The
Yeah,
cum
I
tree.
hate these.
Poo tree, ginkgo, female ginkgo trees can
Vino,
do like a vomit.
are you aware of these trees?
Spermy
yeah,
cell,
there we
yeah.
go. Thanks. Yeah, horrible. Horrible trees.
Yeah, so basically, this is kind of how this happened. Ready?
How what happened?
Why we have these in the U.S.
Oh.
It's a tale of interest and stupidity. So there used to be this other type of tree that made a pear that we ate, and that pear tree had sort of a blight happen to it. And basically then at that point, they went to look for a replacement, and some dipshit found this thing in China, okay? And
Some dipshit.
yeah,
I really like
this
the way
is-
it smelled.
This is back in the early 1900s. Early 1900s was peak dipshittery, I think.
Yeah. I mean, we saw that like ad for female hysteria or
Right.
whatever it was, right?
Right. I mean, dipshittery had been around for generations, but
Yeah,
I think
dipshittery wasn't new.
I think in the 1900s it started to go on full display a little bit more. There started to be more money. People could travel around. There was like a lot of ways that dipshittery really took off. Okay, so what happened is he brings back this tree and he's like, hey, here's this new tree. Don't you guys love it? Doesn't it look great? And everyone's like, this is a beautiful tree when it flowers. Yes. Okay.
Super pretty.
Super pretty. Everyone
but
was like, very beautiful tree. And then
everything gets all over the place. The leaves
Yeah.
are like this big. And they just
Have-
get on
Have you ever
everything.
seen like one of those skits or
That's
like
pretty.
parts in a comedy where like everyone refuses to acknowledge one thing? That's literally what happened in the U.S. for about 70 years.
They just didn't talk
Yep.
about it.
Everyone, and in the meantime, this tree.
How do we know that?
This tree showed up.
Is that like in diaries or something?
Yes. There's a whole article on it.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
People
this
are
is,
like,
now this is interesting.
yeah. So the tree shows up. The tree shows up. Everyone thinks it's beautiful, and they start planting them. Cities start planting them in places, right? In Mountain View, California. There's
Yes.
these surround
They're all
the school
in like
I used to
SoCal
work.
too, and I'm like,
SoCal, yeah.
why does it smell
You guys had one in
terrible?
your yard.
Yes, we had one
Yeah.
in our yard. I was like, why does it smell terrible once a year?
Yeah.
Like this fucking tree. And I didn't, this was before I knew what that smell was.
So it has a. So here's
Because
what
there
it's-
was a time when I didn't know what that
So
smell
here's
was.
what it's trying to do, by the way. Biologically speaking,
Yeah,
it wants
thanks,
it wants
Seppi.
flies as its pollinator.
Yeah.
So bees, flowers smell good to get bees. This thing smells like cum to get flowers. So now,
Makes sense.
or to get flies, basically to
Oh.
pollinate it. It wants to
yeah.
be pollinated by flies. So it smells like cum, and
Because flies love cum.
for 70 years,
Famously loving cum. Flies.
yeah, say what you will about this plant, but really
Flies love it.
Speaks volumes about what flies are up to these days. Anyway,
These days.
this is pretty much the story. And
Shit, they found us out.
I encourage you to look up the story of the Bradford pear tree in the United States, and more or less everybody acted like it wasn't a big deal. Two
Why did I
things
think
start.
ginkgo?
Two
Anyways.
things start to happen to make it more of a big deal. One, society just got a little more chill, with people being like,
Hey, this is a cum tree.
Previously, like a lady in the 1950s might have leaned over to her lady friend and been like,
Teehee.
"Teehee, doesn't
Smells
this
like semen.
smells like when Michael's been in the bathroom before he goes to work in the morning, hee hee," or something like that.
Boris.
Or like, yeah. yeah.
We're just talking about trees.
Yeah. But then starting in the 80s, you start getting teenagers being a little more sassy, and they'd just be like, "Hey, Dad, why does our tree smell like cum?"
Wait, is that really what happened? Or are you making this
No,
up?
it just like people
Okay.
didn't talk about it until like a little bit later. Two, the other thing that happened to make this tree start becoming unpopular is that they realized that this tree has a somewhat short lifespan before it just kind of starts falling apart. This tree just
So
like
you just
breaks
have
up
to
and
get
falls
rid
apart.
of them, or they'll
Yes.
fall on your house or something.
They don't get that big.
No,
But they
don't.
just kind of like break off in chunks, and I've actually seen them doing this in the ones in Mountain View. They just like split apart and fall
Yeah.
apart. It's not a great tree for longevity. That's it. There's no good story. People thought it looked nice, and they decided to look the other way on the smell.
On the smell, yeah.
Okay, can we go to the next slide?
Oh, right.
And then probably one more after that because we've already seen this one.
I know. I'm sorry.
Okay, now
Sorry.
let's do some real interesting tree talk here. The next two trees are kind of related to each other. You might not know this if you're not from California.
We've been there.
We've been here.
General
a lot
Sherman.
of people don't know this. There are two species of giant redwood trees.
That's
This is the
it?
sequoia. There are only two.
There's only two
There's
redwood
only
trees?
two species of redwood trees. Correct.
Are you lying?
Giant redwoods. No. You've got this right here, the sequoia.
I don't believe you.
This is the biggest tree in the world by volume. This tree right here is literally the biggest of the biggest. This
and
is
you
called General
can
Sherman.
only see this in one part of the world, which is sequoia, which is why they're called sequoias.
Sequoia, yeah. What's really cool is that the biggest,
Yeah.
tallest, and oldest trees are all in California.
Yeah.
We're going to look at them here in a second. So this is the biggest tree in the world. This is literally the biggest species of tree in the world, and this is the biggest of that species, General Sherman. When I was here, Brits, you guys want to be careful. We talked about this earlier. Why do British people have light switches on the outside of their bathrooms? That's so they can turn the light on and check for Germans. When I went to Sequoia, the place was covered in German tourists. So heads up.
Watch out.
Watch out, Brits. If you come.
Bring your light switches with you.
Yeah, bring your flashlight to root out the Germans. Okay, so this is the biggest tree by volume. They're crazy impressive. I hate to do this because we say this about so many things in nature. It is one of those things, unfortunately, where photograph is cool, but really being
Yeah,
there
come see
and
it.
going up against and being
Come
like,
to California and see it.
yeah. We have the tallest
And smelliest.
Oldest and smelliest trees, all here in California.
We need to get to. Did we answer tactiles?
Tactile? Oh no, but we're in the middle of a segment,
All right.
so we'll get to him. Rudy, good points. Okay.
I missed what Rudy said.
So this is also I didn't say. Oh yeah, you said Rudy used that word, and it didn't get
We'll
flagged.
be all right.
You're good. You're safe, Rudy.
Yeah.
Okay, so beautiful tree, super cool tree. We actually
We actually don't have, I think, like rude things turned off. Just the word moist.
This is an ad.
Sorry, go ahead.
For later.
Oh, ad?
To the stream in 2 hours. One of the things Brett and I actually made these trees for the board. If you guys saw the game yesterday or see the game today, you'll notice that we have these. How do you depict these on the battlefield? Well, what Brett and I found were these ones that, you can see them on the game today. They go up and they're cut off. And Brett and I originally were like, these look awful, the tall trees we have. And then we were like, yeah, because you don't want to actually have the bees to scale because they'd go up to your ceiling, right? So Brett and I are like, these are stupid. And they're going to look really dumb on the battlefield on the top down. And then we thought about it. We said, well, what do we paint the top down? How do we paint these, right? And again, sorry. So if you're not going to go watch one of our either yesterday's stream,
How dare you,
or the stream that's coming up, I'll be a little more articulate with what I'm describing. We basically 3D printed these, and they go up, and then they just cut off at the top, just like done. And Brad and I gave it a thought long and hard years ago when we were making these, and we said, well, should we do like the ring of a tree on the inside? And what we found out, was the best thing to do was to not address it, to just kind of leave it alone and leave it black.
Like the ginkgo trees, just don't address it. Or they're not ginkgo, like the cum trees.
The cum trees,
you
yeah.
just ignore them.
Yeah, just ignore that it's there. So that's what we've done, and it actually looks. I'm happy with the way it looks on the top down.
Yeah, it looks good.
And I love the way it looks on the front.
People really like it, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so then the other one, real quick, this is the tallest tree in the world. This is the coastal redwood. So if you want to be a tree nerd, California tree nerd, you've got the sequoia, biggest tree in the world. It's only relative. The coastal redwood is the tallest tree in the world. These are up more north. The sequoia is a little more down south.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay, can we add the other trees?
And you don't realize how close you are until there's like a mountain.
And then they're all there.
And it's like, pff, it looks like nothing, like scrubland. And then you go through this pass or whatever, and then there's just sequoias all around you. Yeah,
it is scrubland. It's actually called chaparral.
Okay, well, I tried. Let's, while I'm doing this, let's check out what Zach's doing. Here's my cotton so far.
Oh, wowie,
I just have one left to
Wowie,
do.
wow. Wowie, wow. Look at that, folks.
See, it's much better because it's contrasted. Like, when you compare it to this, it's just harder to see is all I'm saying. Like, the green is just, the plants are just harder to see.
Oh, I see. The green one still looks good,
It's
though.
fine. It's just I was having problems with it. Yeah. Anyway.
Okay.
Let's fix this because Meg's a bozo. As usual.
Yeah. So I do think that the super tall trees are actually somewhat cool. As a terrain type, as a tree type. But I don't know that you can really say that you're going to get forests out of them. We almost use them for obstacles. Like, we put a couple down and make a little grove and say, there they are. No, actually, that's...
Do you care about what order they're in? Okay, great.
That's also actually kind of interestingly how those trees grow. They grow, they're a colony tree. So they grow like that. The other really cool thing about both sequoias and redwoods is that they're super fireproof. And so whenever we get wildfires in California, which is kind of just a natural part of the California ecosystem, if you go to these parks, you'll see that like the outer layer on a lot of these is burnt up to a certain height, or is just gone up to a certain height, and that means a wildfire like happened somewhat recently. Remember when we were there, Meg? We saw that.
Yes.
Yeah, it was super cool.
Yeah. I do remember that. Sorry, keep talking.
That's okay. Yeah, meanwhile...
Did we get to Tactile Suns?
No, we didn't get to Tactile Suns yet.
Oh, that's why. Silly Meg.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I'm sorry for messing up your wonderful segment that I knew all about.
Segment is good.
Totally paid attention to what the segment was going to be.
Yeah. I think it's good.
Okay, cool. We're good. We got there. We can switch back whenever you're ready.
Yeah. Okay. So, let me hit it here.
Yeah, hit it.
Okay. So a couple other trees I just wanted to talk about real fast. This is a ginkgo tree. You kept mentioning the ginkgo tree.
I don't know why. Oh, right. Because we also have the yellow ones. And I was like, I know we have this. Sorry.
Okay,
this is ginkgo.
Here's the fascinating thing about the ginkgo tree. It's one of what they call in the world a living fossil, meaning that the rest of its family has gone extinct. So it's the only representative of its family. It is super old. And in fact, really interestingly, it was assumed that the ginkgo tree had gone extinct. And then it was actually found in, I believe, the 1800s, also in China, in like super rural China. They found a grove of them. And just like was popular in the 1800s, people were like, cool, let's just take it all over the world. Couldn't possibly have any problems. And actually, mostly there haven't been. It's a really good tree. But
a success story.
It does have this rare thing, this kind of funny component about it where the females make these balls that drop to the ground.
The females have balls.
And smell like...
more smelly?
They smell like vomit is what they're known to smell like.
Oh, well, that's not good. All right, I'm going to say that's done.
Great.
So now I can get back to the green one. I might finish.
Yeah, you're going fast. I like it.
Oh, no worries, a YouTube user. We appreciate it.
Yeah.
Sugar mama wife. Yeah. It's a good place to be.
Anyway.
Okay.
It's a beautiful tree. All right. This is cool. This is another thing a lot of Europeans might not know about, or Brits. So this tree right here is an American chestnut tree. This was like the foundational tree in the North American forest for a very long time. This would have been the tree that George Washington,
oh yeah.
I mean, like,
really?
Sorry, I just randomly said George Washington. Oh. What I really meant
I'm like, is there a story with
George
Washington?
What I really meant is in early American times.
Is this a cherry tree?
In early American times, this tree was
in olden days
was like a big deal. In addition to providing chestnuts, which people ate.
Oh, it's a chestnut tree.
It's a chestnut tree, American chestnut tree. It
wasn't listening.
Provided very good lumber.
I know that's not like me.
It was slightly taxed and deforested. But what really happened in the 1800s, again, 1900s, when people moved stuff around, they brought over a Japanese chestnut tree, and it passed a blight onto...
Oh, cool.
And it was almost wiped this species out. They said, there's a famous quote that if you were a squirrel in Maine in the 1800s, in the 1700s, you could have walked from...
A squirrel?
Yeah, you could have gone from Maine to Georgia, never not touching a chestnut tree. That's like how forested the U.S. was, and how it's still very forested, the Northeast and the eastern half of the U.S. But this was the dominant tree, essentially, in our ecosystem, in our forests here in the eastern U.S. Not here in the eastern U.S. because we're now in the western U.S. But pretty interesting in my opinion. Very rare. There's a grove somewhere in Michigan that has somehow resisted the blight, so they're like doing a lot of genetic testing on that grove and like trying to like move it around. This picture is from Nova Scotia. Yeah, super interesting. I think that concludes. Oh no, last tree. Here we go. This is a big one.
That's a cool tree.
Okay, so this tree is a name, just like General Sherman. This tree is called Methuselah. It's a bristlecone pine in the Sierra Nevadas. Its exact location is not shared with the public. This is the oldest tree in the world.
Okay.
This tree is 4,800 years old.
Crazy.
Yeah.
I know you said that sequoias are the biggest tree. I cannot remember what kind of tree it is, but there's, I think, actually a bigger tree below ground, like where it's the root system is like all these trees are connected.
Yeah.
Like it's the biggest I think
one of the biggest organisms on the planet.
that's what it is.
Yeah, this is
yeah.
called a clonal tree. It's actually aspen trees are like this. Aspen
Older
trees,
than Earth, 4,000 years.
aspen trees are all over
Yeah.
the Rocky Mountains and such. And yeah, it is one organism. When you see an aspen
Right.
forest, it's one organism that grows underground. They used to think it was the biggest organism on the planet. Now they know that the biggest organism on the planet is very similar. It's a fungal network that's the same. It's actually
It's always
it's
something like
under
that,
like
huh?
2/3 of Oregon and Washington. Like
That's
there's one
crazy.
giant creature living under it. Yeah, it's pretty wild. You've seen this thing? That's awesome.
Oh, nice.
Getting to see the bristlecone pine up close. That's cool. Yeah, oldest tree in the world. Super cool.
Hey, Liberty.
Hey,
knock, knock.
Hey, we did Zach's tree talk,
Oh,
and
wait, do I have to do something now?
no, I think we all learned a thing or two.
I guess.
Reflecting back, we learned about the cool looking trees from Madagascar.
Right?
We learned about the cum tree.
Mm-hmm.
The story of the cum tree.
Oh, yeah.
And we learned about the bristlecone pine, the biggest, tallest, and oldest trees, all in California. Very neat.
That is neat.
What a time to be alive. Any questions before I leave?
Any questions? Oh, my God. This is like a little class. All right, I'm going to put it back on you.
Cool. Yeah, I'll show where I'm at here. These are...
Oh, man. I really like that.
oh, thanks, Meg.
Yeah.
These are kind of coming out better than I thought, I will say.
Is this a tree?
But now what I'm going to start doing, once again, I think is like the highlighting. Mm-hmm. I think I want to put one more tree in, which is a red tree, a red leaf. Although, again, as Meg pointed out, this will present a little bit of a challenge.
So what you have to do...
is edge highlight and stuff.
Yeah, and then, like...
I haven't done any edge highlighting yet. I've done a little bit of texture. But this is actually the stuff Polly says won't show up, and he's right about that.
Yeah, this underneath, like I would take your dark red. Here, let me just do it.
Oh, it's okay. You don't have to do that.
Let me
Yeah.
do it. People do this all the time. It's real
No, you're fine. It's you don't have to do that. Just let me do it.
No.
Not non-consensual.
Yeah, don't you guys love it when people do this? It happens to me at like hobby classes, but I mean, you just have to like, this you're talking about, right? There's some definition to add here.
Oh yeah, that's good.
And then here will help.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, and it's just like slightly darker.
You're doing it
Anyway.
darker, which is kind of interesting.
But
yeah.
the reason why is because if you go lighter, then it'll blend in with the light thing behind it.
Oh, very good call.
You know what I mean?
Very good call. Very
So
good call. Yeah.
I'm just, it's not like it's casting a shadow, I guess, but you just need to add, you just need more
It
contrast.
doesn't
that's all.
like really like you don't really have to explain it. Like what I
I'm
mean
sorry.
is like no. I'm saying like you're explaining it. That's fine. You don't really have to explain why. Like what's the actual reason? Like
It's
who can?
fine.
Do you know
you're
what I
just,
mean?
Yeah,
Like, yeah.
we're not doing something like realistic. Anyway, did you ever get to Tactile Sense question?
No,
because you
let's
said
do
you
it.
were going to, and then I noticed you forgot.
do it.
So I
We
want
got a
to make
Liberty
sure we
Fire
don't have
as well.
to owe somebody another apology. It's really annoying.
Thank you, Tactile Sun. He
Thanks,
says
Tactile
typical
Sun.
Meg segment. Zach, let's talk about trees. Meg, what do you think? Meg, okay.
Listen, I was chatting. I was responding to what Zach said, and I didn't just say okay. You're a liar. You're a damn dirty liar, Tactile.
What do you think about trees? Okay.
Okay. They're pretty cool. I mean, kind of need them to live and shit. What, to live. Not
I always thought it was kind of interesting. One of the things that a lot of people observe when I was in college, this professor from Kenya came over to the U.S. for the first time to talk to. I was in the sub-Saharan geography class, sub-Saharan African geography class, and he came over for the first time to the U.S. and he was like, one of the things I'm really shocked by visiting. I lived in, I was going to school in Eastern Pennsylvania at the time. And he was like, I can't believe how much jungle there is everywhere. He was like, we learned in Africa that America is just all concrete.
What?
Yeah, I mean, he was like a learned dude.
That's super
And he
funny.
was like, everyone tells us it's just all concrete everywhere, or then like you leave the concrete and it's open fields of farm. He's like, and that's it. He's like, there's just jungle everywhere.
Yeah,
and it's
yeah.
also funny they kept calling it jungle because
It is funny.
in the eastern U.S.
If you go up to
we don't call it jungle.
Oregon, I mean, they have a rainforest.
Right.
And it's beautiful. Like we
Right.
went hiking in it and stuff.
Right. Yeah.
So I don't know what the hell you're talking about, Tactile Sun. I love trees. I was talking about trees. You're full of shit.
Wow.
Welcome to Lab Mandrill, a YouTube user. Thank you for joining us.
Welcome to
we
Lab
love
Mandrill.
everyone here.
Welcome to Lab Mandrill. We love
We're a
everyone.
really happy group.
But we do need to point out, just in this one particular instance, that Tactile Sun is full of shit.
Yeah,
we
he's
do
full
love everyone. Tactile Sun's full of shit.
We do love him, though. It's fine. Okay, I said knock knock to Liberty.
Okay.
So is he going to say who's there? I don't get it. I don't get it, Liberty. So, thanks, I guess, for your super chat. It confused me. It's not even that hard to do.
Well, thanks for sure for a super chat. We do
Yeah.
appreciate the support
Always.
from everybody, always. But also, Tactile Sun.
It's full of shit.
It's full of shit.
Yeah, that's fine. We get it. We're at 11:44. We have 15 minutes till the end of the stream.
Boris's children.
Should we do fan stuff?
Boris's children. Dad, why are the YouTube streamers attacking their fan base?
Yeah, why are they being mean to you, Dad? Okay.
Wait, we're not being mean to Boris.
Well, they don't know that. Okay, we have 15 minutes,
Yes.
so we need to do this.
Let's do it.
There we go. Let's start. Zach, you're driving.
All right. This is my friend,
Just talked
Tall,
about yes,
Tall Dan,
Dan.
California
Yeah,
Dan,
Caden.
Caden. I outed him in so many ways. He is tall. He is in California.
Yeah.
But Dan is, I love Dan. I'm sadly going to miss him at the event coming up, Small Town Throwdown. But I do love his iron jaws that he's been working on. He's got like this people are doing non-green iron jaws a lot, non-green skin, and I'm digging it. These are very like this kind of just very naturalistic look he's going, and he's also doing kind of like Liberty Furs. He's sort of doing like the Orakai vibe, right? With the white, is that literally another white? No, it's not a white hand, but he's got some face
Nice
paint
bone
on.
work.
Nice bone work, Dan. Yeah.
I love your bone, Dan.
Classic Dan and his bone work.
Can't wait to see your bone up close and in person.
Yeah, Dan dropped into a hobby hang. I hadn't seen him in a while. It's super good to see you, Dan. I don't know if you watch these, probably not, but we do appreciate your work, and we love when you stop by.
Yeah.
So cool work. Let me move to the next one here. I'm putting little veins on leaves. It's actually
we like them nice and veiny.
Yeah, this is Soup's. We all know that by now because
he puts his name on things.
He puts his name.
Good for you,
He puts his
Soups.
name on the paper.
Soups likes to get credit.
Yeah.
I don't know what's up with the rest of
Well,
you.
I couldn't grade anyone's papers except for Soups's because he put his name on it.
Everyone else got an F. Or whatever
What is it?
system.
Who is this? Michael? Michael H? Michael J? I don't know. There's two of you in here.
So therefore, you both get an F.
Yeah, I'm tired of it. Okay, anyway,
Yeah.
that's what teachers were like where I grew up.
No, the same thing.
You'd
like lose points if you didn't put your name on something. I like how we're not talking about what Soups worked on at all.
But we are, though. We are talking about it because he put his name
We're
on
talking
it.
about his name, yeah. Good job, Soups. Thank you for putting your name.
No, wait, hold on.
Let's
Before you
move on.
No, don't move on. What I was going to say is that I really like the Outrider kit a lot and that he does a really good job on it.
He does. Okay. We'll show it again later. Don't worry. Rudy.
Oh, that's
we know this guy.
Yeah, see, look, Rudy, this classic Rudy. Look at this pink foam work.
Yeah. It's
yeah.
lovely. I love these big, like, terrain projects that he does and shares with us.
Me too.
Yeah, it's so nice.
Rudy, I think this is one of the reasons Rudy probably found us is that not a lot of people do like terrain stuff, weirdly.
Right.
Which is too bad because you kind of need a lot of it to play. It is definitely it's unsung hero for sure.
Yeah.
And I love Rudy's terrain. He does a good job. He's really been on this Tyranidy kick.
Yeah. Whose is this?
Oh,
Thank
this is
you,
a
Rudy.
new person.
Droog.
Droog.
Yeah, I see Droog a lot show up in
YouTube chat.
Yeah.
Yeah, in games and stuff. Yeah.
So that's cool.
Storm-
Nice to see some hobby stuff from Droog.
The Stormreach portal featured in yesterday's intro in the morning.
That's right.
Game. That game will be back up a little bit later.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. But you can see the Stormreach portal in action there. I actually like Droog's. Droog, I didn't put these flame things on that you put on. Did that come with the kit? I forget. I'm looking at them right now and I'm saying I would not have put those on because I'm just worried they're going to break off. But I also can't tell if you added those or not.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Thanks, Droog.
Thanks, Droog.
Filippo.
Yeah, classic Filippo.
I know.
Classic Filippo. Unattainable goals for the rest of us. Bullshit. Just kidding, Filippo. I mean, that is a compliment.
Love your rats.
We love the rats. We love always the bases. Yeah, I don't know, man. I say this every time. I also just love the way he photographs things.
I know, and it's so simple, and he's just like getting it right. I can't get mine right ever. But I love this rat. Look at his little pink nose. What a nice touch.
Filippo got triggered in chat yesterday because they were talking about garbage.
You were talking
pizza
about horrible curry pizza and gravy pizza. Ugh. The heck?
Well, curry pizza is a thing.
I don't like it. I think it's dumb.
You've never had it.
I don't need to have it to know it's dumb.
Meg, it's somewhat popular. We have a big Indian American population out here in the town of Sunnyvale, and Meg will not ever let me get this curry pizza. I'm never gonna eat it.
That's something you can get yourself when I leave.
That's fine.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Next time you go on a trip, I'm gonna get curry pizza.
All right, cool. Anyway, this is Devin's.
You're leaving?
What?
You said when I leave.
When I go on trips, instead of getting yourself McDonald's, get.
Don't get my. Oh, that's
all right.
pretty rare.
This is Devin's. Look at the beautiful work on that fabric.
Yeah, Devin has a number of pictures of this in the Discord.
Took it to Kubla.
Oh, this was there. Okay, yeah. Did he have more than one thing at Kubla?
He did.
Okay.
This one won most creative.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So nice. Devin's going to be on stream in a couple of weeks. We're going to start working on Agrodons together. He's gonna coach me through it. So by the end, my Agrodons are going to look just as good as this, I'm sure.
Well, what's cool about that, in all seriousness, though, is that he's not an army painter.
Yeah.
And so it's really kind of cool to get like a high-level competition painter's perspective on this. Now, at the same time, he might be interested in some things that are like, I can't do. Well, it's only 6 Agrodons.
I'm just painting 6. Yeah, I mean, I don't mind. I don't mind putting a lot of effort into like 1 or 2 unit models, right? Or 3. Let's 3 in one case. I put a lot of work into my Croxagores. Like, yeah, that's fine. I don't.
All right.
Yeah. But anyways, thank you, Devin. Looking forward to our hangout together.
Yeah.
Ooh. Whose is this? This is Rathmore, I think.
Oh yeah, yes. Rathmore TV. Yeah. This is so cool.
Rathmore did the that little silly like flying slug monster or whatever.
Oh
right?
yeah. Yeah, very different here.
Yeah.
Because we kind of, I feel like when we pulled up the flying slug monster, we spent most of that time laughing.
Well, it was so cute.
It was just cute and adorable. But this is, we made it clear we're not laughing at anything he had done, but like this dragon much more serious.
Very cool. Yeah. Fun little project. I like the wings. They look like a monarch.
Why is Polly so wrong about everything all the time? Banana curry pizza?
Ugh, Polly. That's not pizza anymore.
It's just shit.
It's just shit on bread. Okay. Ooh. Whose is this again? Is this Boris? Wait. No.
Oh,
yes,
yeah,
it is Boris.
It is Boris.
See?
It is Boris.
I'm starting to recognize your guys' work. Who is this guy? It looks great. Oh, nice fabric. Look at the fabric. Really good texture right here. Ooh, and nice job on the purple with the staff, and then also it shows up on the, what is that, a metal? I forget what they are. The little, like, badges.
Oh, purity seal?
Purity seals, thank you. It's a seal, right, because it's supposed to be wax.
It's to represent that you're saving yourself.
I guess.
Until marriage.
For marriage with,
God.
What is his name in 40K? God's name? It was just the Emperor? Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, anyway, it's beautiful paint job. Like super clean. Love the texture on the fabric. Love the purple pops.
Hand and mouth stuff only.
Yeah.
Until...
This is Dan.
This is Dan. Yeah.
Dan he was asked in chat, like, is this all painted or is this just like, is it AI art or whatever? It's like, he said it is mostly painted. It looks like he lit it from the back too, which is super cool. Yeah, what a fun, like, way to stage this.
Yeah.
I would love if we did like a little hobby challenge where we're like, send us your models that have been staged, right? Or whatever.
Oh,
like,
that's a good
do a
idea.
narrative, send us a narrative. We'll like pick our favorite, whatever. This, so this kind of inspired me to do that. Hopefully we can make it happen. Fun, Dan. Dan, this is the guy with the Bear Cavalry paints.
Yeah, that we
Not
exclusively
an ad.
used today. Not an ad.
Okay, this is Soy's. This is one of the ones I missed.
Oh, yeah.
What are your thoughts, Zach?
It looks great. I love the Frio Cavalier
Yeah.
Marshal, and he's done a nice job here.
It is really nice.
What's his horse breed? I heard you talking about horse breeds again the other day, Meg. Listen, guys, it's not hobby collab if once every 3 months Meg doesn't make sure you all know that she knows all the different horses, and
No,
Zach
I
doesn't
don't.
make sure you all know he knows all the different trees.
What?
This is
I
a
don't-
horse and tree channel.
I don't
You
know
were going
all the
through
different
all
horses.
the horses.
Not all of them. I just talked about 4 colors.
Oh my god.
It wasn't even breeds. Well, that's not true. I talked about quarter horses. Do you guys want to hear more about quarter horses?
Yeah, does anybody want to actually, now that we're talking about it?
And like I promised, we're showing 2 of Soy's.
Okay, this is the one I had picked out.
Yeah.
So the banner is killer. The banner is killer, and I love the color scheme. This is pretty similar to how I did, but he did like the metal a little more blue, and I really like it.
Are you okay with that?
Oh no, I love it.
Okay.
I love it. And then he worked some gold in. Yeah, I'm digging the stuff our community is doing, man. They're getting.
Oh, I know.
Peeps are getting
We're
talented.
so lucky to have them.
Yeah.
Seppi. Yeah.
Finally finished a unit.
I adore this.
I mean, not finally. I guess he
Yeah.
did it pretty timely.
Yeah, he's been sharing progress along the way, and it's been really fun looking at, I mean, just this color scheme applied to all the different models. It's gorgeous. Yeah.
What's next? What's next for you, Seppi?
Yeah, Seppi. Tell us. Tell us about your Death Guard.
Yeah, what in all seriousness, like what model are you gonna?
Yeah. Any big one, like big monsters and stuff?
Yeah,
I love these
what
so
are you working
much.
on? What are you working on next?
Oh, Cody. Cody hates this project,
Yeah.
but it looks good. He did Marvel Crisis Protocol Terrain, which we also hate and have to do.
And
yeah.
have to do. And Cody's
But
inspired
Cody's
me.
looks great.
Just kidding. Cody's has not. I mean,
Yeah,
it
Cody,
looks
we're
great,
not-
but
we're not inspired.
Cody, you've not inspired me to paint my own Marvel.
No,
Crisis
it looks great.
In fact,
but
every time I see
we
it,
just
I'm
don't
like,
want to
this
do
looks great,
it.
But oh my god. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
I mean,
Oh my god. Oh my god.
yeah, and the algorithm doesn't like it either,
Yeah.
so we don't know if we're gonna do it on stream or not. You guys tell us. Would you like us to? Probably
I want to
not.
do a stream that's like the top 5 things you think everyone's asking for, but then we do it on YouTube, and it turns out no one watches any of it.
Oh
And
yeah, that stream will do really well. I'm
MCP
sure.
will be one of them for
Yeah.
sure. Atomic Mass games in general are like everyone loves them until it shows up on YouTube,
Well,
and then
Anyway,
no
good
one
job,
watches.
Cody.
Project of the
all
week.
right, we have project of the week, guys. It's Saul. I've been enjoying watching Saul put together his frosty voice, his frosty corn voice. He calls these frost letters. Yeah. He's trying to get a really nice like dead skin look, where they're frozen,
Right.
and so like it's like getting lost on Everest, right? And the extremities turn black and gross,
Yeah.
and you're frostbitten and stuff.
It looks super cool.
And then the center of this, like the majority of the skin is just like blue and necrotic looking. So he's been applying that to to his army, and it's really cool watching it come together. You guys should check out Hobby Advice, Hobby Criticisms. Those are good channels to grow from. So I know Saul throws work in progress in there all the time and asks for feedback. So those are the 2 channels to go to. But anyways, nice job, Saul. You got Project of the Week. We're going to award some badges for memes and for this after the stream at some point.
Look at
Unless I forget.
Look at Barry's message, everybody, in live chat.
I'm not,
Saul,
you know what? I refuse.
Saul, by the way, great. Barry, you being attacked right now and still trying to get a zinger in, and just like couldn't be bothered with the autocorrect on your phone. God, Barry.
Wait, what did he spell wrong?
Gotta get my-
Equally been or hated equally? What did he spell wrong? And how do you know? You can't spell
He
for
means
shit.
it says because this isn't spelling. It's just like he's just like that's the thing. He's getting attacked. And he's just like hitting on his phone. It says unlike Zach's takes and Saray's science, which are hated equally on and off YouTube. I think that's my translation.
Oh, okay.
But that's what I'm saying. I think he's being attacked.
Being attacked.
He's being attacked. But
Barry, are you okay?
While he's being attacked, he's like, gotta get him my
Gotta
zinger.
get this.
Gotta get the zinger.
I'm funny. I'm Barry and I'm so funny. Okay.
Is it a headlock?
I'm going to let you do this one. You done with your jokes? Okay. We have hobby bingo. This is another thing
Yes.
we do in our server. Do you want to take us through it? Do you know how to do it? Do you need help?
Yes, I know how to do it.
Okay. Go ahead.
Great Scott. There he is.
And there's our Liberty.
Yes,
We
there's
love
our
him.
Liberty.
He's ours. You can't have
Hobby
him.
bingo is a thing.
Yeah.
And what I will say about hobby bingo is this. Well, here you can kind of see how to do it. It's in our Discord. It's almost 5 months down finished. Be on the lookout. Liberty and I have an exciting announcement coming in the summer. We're not actually in the summer yet. Liberty pointed out to me. I was Liberty, we're a little bit behind on this project, and he's like, don't worry, the summer doesn't start till June 21.
Okay.
So everyone be on the lookout. There's a summer activity coming centered
With
around bingo. So in the meantime, what you can go ahead and do is get started on bingo if you do not. Things that happen before the summer will matter for the summer. Okay, so it's not just strictly the summer, but also it's extra special the summer. So no one will feel left out. Okay. Unless you don't play bingo,
then you'll feel
left out, and that's on you.
It's not our fault.
So right now, go do bingo. Start bingo. Get your bingo card from Liberty first.
Unless you're new to the server, like after this stream, like because you missed it.
Yeah.
It's not really your fault either.
There's 2 entries only. Our very own Soups and our very own Meg.
That's me.
And here they are. We've got the Outriders. Look at them. All 6 of them.
See, we weren't supposed to talk about this earlier because it's here now.
Great bingo card entries. Is this what it's come down to? Have Megan and I, especially me, insulted how bingo cards have been marked so much that people are
Don't
afraid.
want to even turn them in.
Because the only 2 people that have submitted are Soups. Soups literally has like a bingo, one of those bingo things.
One of those bingo things?
But digital.
What are you talking
like,
about?
have you ever seen a bingo marker?
Oh, yeah, the
real life?
stamp.
The stamp,
The
yeah.
little, yeah.
And then Meg puts her pictures on there. So,
Yeah.
oh, Barry was stabbed in the back.
Oh, no. On the back, not in the back.
Stabbed on
just
the
on
more.
it. You guys, I
He started
painted...
to type this and
I
got
know.
stabbed again.
Again. I painted the Terra wings on stream, and I called them
so good.
I called them pterodons,
You
but
know
they're not. They're not pterodons. They're Terra wings.
You know what's very funny?
I
Meg?
fixed it.
This picture is the first time I'm seeing them.
Oh, really?
I realized I haven't.
Well,
looked
you've
at
seen them in
No.
like in real life.
Not really. Not when you 100% finished them.
What?
Yeah, I totally haven't.
dare
It's
you.
been busy around here. You guys may not
Yeah, I
know, but we
know.
got a new edition, a new General's Handbook. You might
This
see
is not
it.
an ad.
Not an ad.
Earlier though, we already turned this stream into an ad, so it
Hey,
doesn't matter.
how are you doing on?
I'm almost done.
Can I
but
show-
I'll have to finish after the stream.
Okay,
As per usual.
I'm gonna show mine.
Yeah, I'll show you the progress once you're done showing.
Okay,
yours.
so we've got. So here's what we've got so far. Okay, here we go. We'll do one at a time. Can I grab the green one
Yeah,
here
yeah,
that
yeah.
is finished?
The
Okay.
one that I'm
so
not
this is
working
the
on,
one Meg
please.
is finished. This is Gnarl Root. Looks incredible. I can
fine.
tell I'm gonna have to add a little bit more to mine to kind of get Meg's level of detail here, which I'm excited to do. There's Meg's. There's Gnarl Root.
Thank you.
Looks incredible.
Thank you.
Here's Meg's other one. This is Winterleaf.
I'm trying to be better at accepting compliments.
Very
It's tough.
Very attractive. Can't wait to take that objective.
I know I am, but what am I?
And then
I
here,
did it wrong.
Oh no, wait, that was Heartwood. This is Winterleaf.
Okay.
I'm pretty happy with how it came out. I did go back on this one and do some more shading. I think you guys might be able to see it. Okay, there's that one. Now these ones I'm calling done for now, but I think I probably will go back and do more shading on them. I can't. Okay, and these are the Oakenbrow one, Meg. What do you think? General kind of concept. I think the Oakenbrow concept actually reads pretty well.
Yeah, it looks good.
I just need to do a little more.
I'm just kidding. I didn't look.
I just need to do.
Oh, yeah.
I just need to do a little more shading,
They're
like,
pretty,
like
yeah.
you did.
If
yeah.
you want. If you want.
There you go, guys. What do you think?
Okay, sorry, here's the one I'm working on still.
Oh yeah, it's coming along great.
It's all right.
Look at that. Wowie wow. Very inspiring. Very inspiring.
This guy. The
It
cotton
is.
was really easy.
I'm
You just like
serious.
paint a blob of white and then
Yeah,
some sticks around
I
it.
actually found
Hey, Joshua.
the winter leaf one to be pretty easy too.
Yeah. Cool. You guys are going to see these on the tabletop in a bit. It's going to be me versus Saray.
Yeah, all
Yeah.
6 of them will be on the tabletop though. I'm going to go ahead and help get set up for the stream, get us some food.
And I'm just going to stay in here and paint.
You do that, well, whatever you want, but we do need to both
We
set
gotta
up for the
go,
stream.
we gotta go.
Saray and Saray will be here any second.
He might have already broken in.
He might be in
Actually, if he did get in here, he would have broken in because the door's locked.
here. Yeah.
So hopefully he's not waiting outside for us. Sorry,
so,
Saray.
So I think we did it, Meg. Can we call it?
We should call it. I know it doesn't look like I'm calling it, but I am.
Yeah. A big thanks to our mandrills, as always. Mandrill support. We've gotten some new mandrills. I think Meg does a pretty good job of keeping these updated.
I do. I have just updated it last night.
Nice.
So
okay.
a YouTube user, you're not on it yet.
Okay.
You will be.
But you will be. 2 p.m.
2 p.m.
Pacific time. That is about 2 hours from now.
Oh, yeah.
We do have
I'm
an
gonna
Age
show
of
it again.
Sigmar game. It's going to be a wild one. Caradron Overlords. Everyone's like, hey, this army doesn't work anymore. Well, we're going to find out. Tomorrow, another wild one. 5 p.m. Pacific time. Daughters of Cain, Flesh Eater Courts. John, spoiler, incoming. John took the game last night. It was a hard fought win. It was a wild game. John and I both conceded that it was one of the best games of Sigmar we've ever played. And tomorrow, I think promises to be similar. Although I will say this, I'm going to try to absolutely roll John. I'm taking 100 Witch Elves, y'all.
Please do. That'd be funny.
So we're going to see. I think we did it.
We did it.
As we like to say,
I'm going to let you do it.
be kind to each other, yourselves. Always be creating. See you a little bit later today.
Bye. Yep. And come watch AOS.